Hello everyone, welcome to Timsy Naked Tarots. A little bit of a different thing going on today. I'm going to do a World's Event read. I'm going to try to do at least one of these a month. Hopefully I'll be trying to do one a week. So it's quite simple. And basically what I do is I will get a location out of my deck of Risk cards here. Risk is a world domination board game where you're meant to try to take over the world with your armies. So basically this has the world segmented into lots of different countries and regions, and this will give me the country or region of where we are talking about. And then out of there, this is my current events deck. I only really ever use this deck for sort of doing like politics and things like that. So my current events deck, and I have a list every solstice and equinox. I go through my list and get a new set of cards out of there. Me and the universe do that, and then we'll get some clarifiers out of there. So all that being said, this is a general read. It probably won't resonate with you, but it may or may not resonate with you at some point in your life. And if it doesn't resonate with you, I'm sorry. It's just what it is. I mean, if you're living in California and Japan comes out, it might not resonate with you, might it? But if you're, oh, there you go, that's the card. That's the card because it flipped out on its side like that. So we're actually talking about Scandinavia. Okay, so the Norway, Sweden, Finland, all those sort of places. Okay, so we'll just leave that in the middle for now while I work on the rest of the cards. So we'll get some cards out of here. We'll cut the deck, I think, actually, I feel. We'll cut the deck for this. Let's have a little look-see. Oh, we're not going to have a little look-see. We're just going to cut the deck. On the bottom of the deck, we got the Hermit. I will check my list to see if the Hermit means anything. I don't think it does. I mean, I only done the list about a week and a half ago. So it's not perfectly fresh in my head anymore. It might be in there, but we'll have a look. So yeah, all that. If you're new to Timsy Naked Tarots, if this is your first tarot read, well, welcome to Timsy Naked Tarots. And don't worry, not all my reads are like this. Most of my reads are about you, the viewer, or someone in your life. So I'm going to pull 3 cards, just because there could be more than one event happening in these places, and I'm thinking there's at least one event happening in these places from my list of places. Okay, so let's just have a little look-see. I do apologise, it is a handwritten list, and that was the last one. That's this one. So there you go, this is my list. You can quickly take a screenshot of that and try to decipher my writing if you want. So we have death, and I know that death reversed is in here somewhere. In fact, it represents 2 things. It represents famines, and I'm sure it represents something else muddled in with something else. Oh yeah, and wildfires. Now, you could be thinking, well, that's a bit random, and how can one card represent 2 things? Well, because some things can be linked. These wildfires, for example, could devastate the crops for the year, which could then create a famine. Okay, so that's why one card can represent 2 things. We've also got the King of Coins coming out in reverse, and this is going to be interesting. That actually represents a civil war, civil unrest, and that again can go hand in hand. Obviously, if there are rations on food, that could start food riots, and food riots could get out of hand. And if the military got brought in by the countries that are having the problem, then possibly the military clash with those civilians, it could be seen as a civil war. Okay, so not a good start. So we got famine and wildfires. I'm going to get 2 lots of clarifiers out for that one then, and we'll go from there. So, okay, so let's clarify this death, please, universe. Oh, there you go. So let's start with the famine first. We got, oh, and the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles at the end, that could be, the Three of Pentacles isn't in my list. So it could be working as a team, yeah, working together to rectify this. Yeah, it might bring everyone closer together and the like. We got the Four of Pentacles and Justice slipped out for the two clarifiers for the famine. Now, the Four of Pentacles is an energy of hanging on to things. It's an energy of greed. It's an energy of saving for the sake of saving. And I feel in this particular case, what was the first one? It was famine, the first one I said. And this could be, I don't know, up to about 5 years from now. It might not be tomorrow. It could be a prophetic read, if you want, instead of well, yeah, it's into the future. So there is a fear of something, a fear of letting go with the Four of Pentacles, and we're talking about the famine. So this could be a storage area. Okay, it's talking about holding on to things, gathering things in together, hoarding, if you will. And maybe in these countries they have lots of warehouses out in the countryside, a little bit away from the main towns, cities, but it could be in areas which could be under threat from forest fires and wildfires and the like. Justice coming out with that, it kind of makes me think that perhaps an issue has been raised about this and was just like ignored, brushed under the carpet, sort of not really looked into more than the issue being raised. It's kind of like there is a justification here. Someone's going to be proven right. After this has happened, someone's going to be in the position to say, I told you so. I told you this could possibly happen, but none of you listened to me. Okay. Crossing this is the Tower in reverse. The Tower in reverse, as far as I'm concerned, when a tower comes out in reverse, it's an avoidable tower. A tower is like a life-changing event, and we're talking famine, so that is a life-changing event. Okay. But it's avoidable. Okay. As I've said, with the justice there, someone may have already turned round and said that it's a bad idea to keep all our food in one place. It's a bad idea to keep it there because it's in an area of danger. You could possibly like maybe have landslides coming. Maybe it's built on a floodplain. Maybe it's built in a deep dark forest, which is subject to wildfires and the like. And the people who the person who was commissioned to work this out has just been dismissed, and it's just like, okay, yes, you've done your job, thank you very much, you may now go. Okay, I'm just going to clear my throat for a second. Better. And I had a couple of mouthfuls of coffee. Okay, so tea. Actually, I drink tea. I don't know why I called it coffee. So let's have a little look-see at the other side of death here, and that would be the wildfires. Okay, we got the Ace of Wands coming out. We've got quite a few coming out. We've got 4 coming out for this. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Wands. We have got the, what's that? The Nine of Wands. We have got the Ace of Swords, and we got the Ace of Cups coming out for this wildfire. Okay, so the Ace of Wands is that the Ace of Wands? Yeah, that is the Ace of Wands, isn't it? The Ace of Wands is an energy of something passionate. This could be, I don't know, I'm gonna say this could be deliberately set. The truth will come out about it, but the truth will be distorted, misleading. It might not be the whole truth, perhaps. With the Ace of Cups in reverse, this could be, as I said, this could be deliberately set. with the Ace of Wands in there, the Ace of Wands is like a passionate new beginning. So there's someone passionate, there's someone who has passion, and the reason they are starting the fire is because of passionate reasons. Okay, with the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups in reverse, it's they have no love for something. Maybe this could be, and I don't like using the words, maybe let's go down a different route. Maybe this is like a fear attack or something like that. You see, when we're on YouTube, as creators, we have to be careful what words we use, because the algorithms will pick them up, and then in a really bad case scenario, actually stop the video from going out. Okay, and it's in reads like this when I'm doing my political or my world event reads. It's where these words will come out quite a lot. There's lots of keywords. I death is probably one of them. If I say it too many times and with combinations of other words, the red flags will start picking up. But this could be some sort of fear attack. Okay, looking at these cards, they have no love for the people they're attacking. They're very passionate. They are like religious zealots or something like that. With the Nine of Wands in reverse as well, the Nine of Wands is a card of defending, a card of like fighting for your corner, fighting for what you believe is right. It being in reverse is giving me this energy of, well, I'm gonna fight with my life. Okay, I'm gonna fight until there's no fight left. And again, these people who carry out these kind of things, they're like that. They are that passionate about what they're doing. They are quite happy to take their spiritual essence and extinguish it. Okay, and this is where the truth suddenly becomes a little bit murky, because obviously the person who may have started it may not actually be there at the end of it all. We might not ever actually find out the complete truth about it. It might be like a homegrown one. It might be an imported person. Or it could be groups of people. It might not necessarily just be the one. And there might be a few more than one. Okay? Because we have got that three of Pentacles, 3 of Coins at the end, which is like working in teams and groups and things. So we've got, it's all reversal. It's all reversal. Reversals tend to be like the negative side of the card. I'm just feeling bad. Okay, for you people in Scandinavia, it's not good. It's all bad. It's the reversal of most tarot cards tend to have a positive spin on the upright. So when they're reversal, they have a negative spin. It's negative. It's bad. It's not good. But with the Knight of Swords happening or coming out as well, this is all gonna, for not wanting to make a pun out of it, flare up really quickly. Yeah, there's going to be no sort of signs that it's going to happen. It's just all of a sudden there's going to be lots of like wildfires springing up all over the place in this region, in the Scandinavian region. And I'll just keep coming back to this Ace of Swords in reverse. At first, it's all going to be hyped up as natural causes, thunderstorms, power cables creating sparks. This is probably going to happen during a summer period, okay, because that's when it's most likely going to happen. So it could be this summer. As I said, it might be like 5 years down the line somewhere. But as it all unfolds and progresses, you're starting to get more of the truth coming out, and the truth is on a bad side. It's like, how could people do that? How could anyone actually deliberately do what they have done? So let's have a look at the King of Cups. But I've got to clear my throat again. I'm so sorry. As I was clearing my throat, I was thinking I was wheezing like someone who's like been breathing in smoke, and I'm talking about wildfires. Yes, there may be a connection there, but it's actually because I smoke. So I do breathe in smoke. I breathe in smoke every day. and that's probably why I'm wheezing more than the fact that there's a spiritual smoke going on. And to be fair, I literally had one just before doing this read, so that's probably why I'm wheezing a lot on this read. So we had the King of Coins come out as well. The King of Coins is some sort of civil war, civil unrest. Okay, and there you go. There's another word that is not liked on YouTube. So we got the Eight of Wands in reverse. It's all reversal. It's all bad stuff for you, isn't it? We got the Four of Cups, and we have got the Eight of Pentacles, all in reverse there. Now, in most of the time, the Eight of Wands is about getting messages. Yeah, getting messages out of nowhere. Communication coming to you out of nowhere. And yes, there could be a little bit of that. You hear a rumor about a meeting, okay, out of nowhere. It's about moving forward. Now, in reverse, this could be deliberately set up messages, stings, if you want, by various different groups, probably all political. But and it actually stops forward movement. But let's face it, it would, wouldn't it? You wouldn't be able to get on with your life if something like that's going on in your country. But in this particular Eight of Wands, I don't know how well you can see it. Yeah, it looks like they're all laying down. Okay, and that's because they are all laying down. Because in this particular card, they're all meant to be dead. They're all meant to be laid to rest. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm going down. This could be a result of maybe a small minor skirmish, but a lot of people die. A lot of innocent people die. A group of innocent people die. Maybe a group of innocent people are silenced by that. And that's kind of, I feel, the trigger. The Eight of Wands in reverse is the trigger. It could be misinformation, misdirection, but it's pushing two groups into doing this. Now, when we say the word war and things, we think guns, we think tanks and planes and the like. Well, there could be a war of words. This could be two warring political parties within the country, which could have a similar effect to if they were actually having a physical war. It could literally rip the country apart, divide the country in two. Okay, with the Four of Cups in reverse, the Four of Cups is about boredom. It's about missing something out of life, and it being in reverse, it's the fact that someone isn't noticing the missing thing. Okay, one side or the other think they have the perfect remedy for everything. Now, this could be linked to that. This could be a separate event going on. Yeah, maybe in one country in Scandinavia you've got the wildfires and the famines, and in another country in Scandinavia you've got this going on. But with the Four of Cups there in reverse, it's like there's something missing, but no one notices. Okay, it could be saying that this is a huge setup to make someone or something disappear. Okay, and with the Eight of Pentacles coming out in reverse as well, I'm going to say it's not going to work, because the Eight of Pentacles is all about work. So whatever reasons this all got triggered for, and whatever reasons that people were trying to, obviously when I say people, I mean like the people in power, the people in control, are trying to make something disappear or something. It doesn't work. It gets spotted. It does get spotted because it doesn't work. Okay, and again, that could actually be the triggering point. You are trying to pull the wool over our eyes with this, while behind our backs you were trying to do that, and that could be enough to kick everything off. The Six of Swords crossing this is well, it's actually going to calmer waters. It kind of needs this to happen, okay, for everyone to get on the same page. It's going to be, I'm actually going to say this is kind of going to be like a world eye-opening event. Okay, so not just Scandinavia, the rest of the world is going to bring in a little bit of harmony. It's like that. The other thing the Six of Swords can sometimes mean is literally like leaving everything behind and just departing with just what the clothes you have on your back. Okay, it's I suppose it's refugee-ish, if you want. The Six of Swords could be seen as refugees. So what drives this is refugees. Maybe it's an influx of refugees. Maybe it's refugees who have been refugees who have been coming in under the guise of refugees, but they're not. They're actually a foreign nation inserting key people into key places to build things, to trigger something what looks like what we're talking about here, this civil unrest, but it's not. It's actually sort of disguised as that when it's actually the other country is in charge of it all and something like that, like the predecessors to an invasion, so to speak. So, and that could be why we got everything in reverse here as well. Everything's not quite what it seems. It's not quite what it seems. On the surface, it might look like a civil unrest, a civil conflict, but underneath it all, it's actually being driven by a foreign nation. So we've got the Three of Pentacles, working as a team. Teamwork makes the dream work. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles coming out with that. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is the second slowest card in the tarot deck. We've seen the third. Third slowest was that Six of Swords, which means it's taken time. It might look like something what happened overnight to you in the circumstances. However you're seeing this, if you're watching it through media or if you're actually in the thick of it, but it hasn't. It's been gradually building. Okay, it's taken a long time to get there, and it's not just a long time. It's a long, slow, methodical time to get there, and that's what makes the Knight of Pentacles such a slow card, because that also is long, methodical planning, but this is in reverse. So this is actually like ad hoc, I'm going to say. I'm just looking at it and thinking ad hoc. So the teamwork coming out of this is nothing planned. It's literally thrown together. It's like walking down the street and just pointing at random people saying, you, come and help me do this. Okay, and so I feel it's more of talking about the fact that small groups of people who would never normally get together are going to start getting together and start pulling in the same direction. We got strength in reverse. Strength in reverse indicates the fear of the other side of strength. Now, obviously, if you need strength to do something, okay, it means there is fear. Okay, if you don't need strength to do something, you just get up and do it. You don't even think about it. You just do it. But if you're needing the strength, if you need the courage to tackle a situation, there is some element of fear in there. I'm scared of it for some reason. So there is fear. There's a lot of fear. There's fear of it not working. There's a fear of being isolated, separated, the thing not gelling together. Okay, with the Two of Cups in reverse with it. I'm pretty sure the Two of Cups in reverse actually means something in my list as well, but it's coming from the wrong deck. And we've got the King of Cups in reverse again. And so what drives this teamwork is this. Okay, these events here, however they may pan out, whatever they might pan out as, is the thing what drives the rebuilding. Let's call that rebuilding, because look, it's not just the Three of Pentacles, which is all about teamwork and working together to get something done. They're literally building something. So it's the rebuilding of the country, the rebuilding after the aftermath of what's going on there. And I suppose the other way you can look at it is maybe this actually starts first, which creates this to happen. Okay, yeah, misdirected weaponry of some description creates the wildfires, creating the famine. And they should go backwards through it. But yeah, there is that element. Did I get it quite? Oh yeah, the king of yeah, which I put on there. Yeah, there you go. So that's yeah. So the civil unrest. Let's call it civil unrest. I'll probably get penalised less on YouTube for civil unrest. Is going to create the teamwork, which then allows everything to start to slowly rebuild. Slowly rebuild because we've got the Knight of Pentacles there. But there's the fear of, I don't know, I'm actually going to say losing identity with that. Losing the cohesion of the country, the area, the groups. Maybe it might end up being lots of small, isolated groups of people scattered over a large area. So that is the end of the World's Event Reads. Remember, this is a YouTube channel, and for legal reasons, I have to say it's for entertainment only. This could just literally be for entertainment only. And also remember, there are many theories out there about parallel universes, different planes of existence, etc., and this could be an energy from one of them. So don't panic, don't worry about it too much, just keep it in your mind. So if certain things start to happen, you can go, oh, well, after all that time, maybe he was right. So yeah, and it may be a heads up, maybe it's just food for thought, maybe this is information for one of you to write a book. You see, one of my thoughts about Nostradamus was the fact that maybe he had the ability to see into the future, but maybe a lot of the times he was watching movies. A lot of the things he talks about, well, could have been a movie. Okay, maybe this is you. Maybe this is information for you to write a book. I don't know. However it resonates. Now, if you like this video, please feel free, give it a thumbs up. If you feel and take this seriously and think this could possibly happen, well, I would probably suggest sharing it out to other people, like-minded people like yourself who feel the same. If you didn't like this video and you don't like these types of videos, you can give it the thumb down. You can let me know in the comments that you don't like these types of videos, and judging on what sort of comments I get, positive or negative, will dictate how many more of them I do in the future. I don't flood my channel with them. It's just something I do every now and then. As I said, I might be looking at doing one a week, so we've got 4 a month. It's not a big deal, is it? Okay, so all that being said, yeah, if you liked it, thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I strongly suggest that you subscribe to my channel. Add your energies to the tarot team part. It makes a difference, and it'll make reads like this and my other reads resonate with you on a more personal level in future. Until the next time you're watching one of my videos, you all be good out there.